Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I'm a bit I'm a bit out of sorts. Well, let's get started. I got a notification that I had a package, so I actually had to run down. And by run down, I mean take an elevator. That takes forever. Grab my package, ooh, and then come back up. And that was after I had already started the stream. I was like, well, I guess we'll just leave it sit for a little bit. I suppose it is a good thing that I'm somewhat recognizable, though. It's the desk person, the concierge. I was like, oh, I know you. I was like, huh? We don't really talk, but I guess it makes sense that you would know me since there's not too many bald Asian dudes out there. Most Asian dudes try to keep some sort of hair so they can style it. But unfortunately, I'm very bald. My dad's very bald, so. Or I suppose my dad doesn't like shave his head. He like lets it grow out because he's like an old dude, right? Who's stopped caring. Whereas I'm a young dude, but I don't want to have like a very obvious receding hairline. You know what I'm saying? So instead, I just take like 10 minutes every day to shave my head. Or every other day. If I don't have to go outside, then sometimes I'll just skip it. And it's actually easier to shave my head if I just don't shave it for a day. Let's see, what am I doing? We're doing... No, it's not input, it's hotkey listener. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's do this. Does my bot work? I was rewriting my bot a little bit, and then I realized that I was making a huge mistake in several points of it. So now I have killed it again. So now it's back to normal. Let's see. Let's see. I think what I'm doing here is I'm going to refactor this entire thing. So we'll kind of bust this out into two things. Or actually, before we do that, what the heck is Godot init doing? All right, Godot init, some sort of macro, and then it does this stuff. So it's under init. Hey, where is it? Native script init. So this does a lot of extern stuff, and then it calls it. How does it call it? I'm not sure. I suppose you can't do. Isn't it? How do you do a macro or a config statement? I always forget. Let's see. I know live split does this, or live split hotkey. So let's look at the hook, and then there should be some stuff here we can start looking at. Let me see. Or I might just need to look at it manually. Okay. So split hotkey, and then this gives you. Oh, this uses the very fancy configuration stuff. How do you do a configuration feature? Oh, it's this one. We're learning. It's all coming back to me. Not really. Would it be cool if it was coming back to me? Configure. GD, something like that. And then we can put this into our, isn't it like features? So you can do features, then you have wait, how do you do features again? I know there's a way. I just don't remember what the syntax is for it, because I have to look at this a lot. Let me see. As a default, you can do like GD native, something like that. Is that not how that works? Hold on. Vertical screen. Cargo features. Yeah. I don't remember how to do this. It does, yeah, it does not enable any other features. And then how do you enable a default feature again? The default feature. By default, all features are disabled unless explicitly enabled. This can be changed by specifying the default feature. That's right. GD native, GD native. Okay, yeah. He's done it. I knew I saw something like that. Anyways, then we'll start breaking this stuff out. So we can do... So there's I guess the listener. Hotkey listener, RS. Go back to here, break out hotkey listener, and then also break out all this other stuff. I don't remember which bits I need or not, so we'll figure it out. It's not going to give me any code completion until I mod it here. So mod hotkey listener, and then all right, which bits are we missing? Import, sure. What's your problem? Yeah, we're still missing key code, so we need to import the key code. Hook, we need to import hook. Sender, receiver, so this is all crossbeam stuff. Yeah, crossbeam. Import sender, crossbeam. I did notice that, whatchamacallit, live split hotkey is actually using just the regular MPSC stuff. All right, hotkey listener should not be using any Godot stuff. All right, crossbeam channel. Key code from string. I thought this part is weird. That I need to manually import the this thing, the traits. All right, so this should not be here. So what do I want to do here then? So match. So we want to register it, yeah. So what does this take? This takes some sort of callback where it's mutable function pointer, it has to be send, it needs to be static. So what happens if you can't send? Do you just try to like shut down? I don't know. I know I don't want to just panic. I mean, I guess I could panic. Sender. That would be pretty weird if I could panic. Can I just, well, I don't even know what you would want to do here. I don't even know what you would want to do here. I don't want to panic, I know that. but I also need to like use the result. What's Rust's equivalent to like print error? Like I don't want to exit. I just wanted to like write to standard error. Yeah. Please don't process that. Oh, it's error print line. Error print line. That's what I want. Give me a pretty print and then slap it in there. Here. Yeah. You know what? Bring me back to this. And give me an error print. Error print line. E print line. Is it weird that open brackets, colon, question mark, close, curly brackets is actually really difficult for me to type? I had to think about it really hard. Or actually, you can do it like this, right? And then it just captures. Okay, cool. I never remember which things capture in Rust. Like I know that print line, I guess error print line, both capture. Or I guess they're not capturing. Is this considered to be capturing? If it doesn't take ownership of it. But anyways. That's fine. Then here, we need to break out all of this. Just give that a easy delete. Looks like don't need most of this. So I guess you don't need any of these, right? Yeah, because now everything is just in there, but now we're missing some required structs. So we can do like a... do that, and then use hotkey listener. Hotkey listener. Sorry. Hotkey listener. Oh, is this not public? It is not public. Oh, but you don't need any of these, right? Or I mean, you do. Hold on. Make this a public function. Make this a public function. So it solves a few of these here. Like, okay, we can also do this, right? So like gets receiver, get callback sender. It doesn't really make a difference. Or no, we can just make the struct field, whatever. Who needs encapsulation? Encapsulation's for nerds. Yeah, why not? Just make that public as well. What is your problem? Are you not private type? That's fine. Give me that. What is your problem? Can't leak hotkey. That's fine. Wait, no. Public. Sure. All right. Where is the last warning? It's somewhere. That's not a warning. It's just an initialization thing. But I strongly dislike the shorthand. I prefer it to be consistent. But I thought the same thing about, you know, the implicit return as well. But at least here, I don't like it to mix. I don't like to mix it. All right. So this is the GD native stuff. So then we'll break this out into another file. Why not? And then we can just import it. We can mod it if needed. So this is, we'll call this GD. Just call it Godot RS. Why not? So use GD native. Sorry. So mod Godot, bring that in. Use GD native prelude. Alright, and then we'll just move all of this stuff over here. Except for the, well, and we can even bring in the init parts as well. Why not? So give that a save, and then we just import everything else. Use hotkey. I don't think you're supposed to do it like this. Yeah, you can't do that. How is it? Is use create hotkey listener. Something like that. Then there's your init thingy. Go public struct, because it needs to be pulled in externally. And then here, grab all of this, and then we'll just hide it. Something like that. Something like this, and then Godot init. Are you allowed to do this or no? Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. So that's fine, and then... Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So you just need to have the module defined, blah, blah, blah. GD native prelude. Oh no, actually, how does this work? Could I do all of this initialization stuff in just the Godot class? Like, I still don't really understand what the heck Godot init is doing. Like, I looked at it and I was like, yeah. That makes sense to me, but now, I don't really know. I don't really know. Where are the macros? This is the prelude, but these are just re-exports. Is it the lib? No. Global scope? No. The heck? Load. Interesting. I don't really know what I'm looking for. These are the bindings, which you probably do not need. Yeah, where the heck does this come from? So this is from GD native core, source, macros. Okay, there's yeah. Godot test. Godot test. Macros, source, and init. Am I looking at something different? Macros? Is it not here? Am I crazy? Godot warn, Godot site. Oh, it's in a init. That's right. That's right. Okay, yeah, so I'm looking at the right thing here. So some sort of callback. Then it does all of this stuff. Godot GD native init, Godot native script init, Godot GD native terminate. Okay, and then it does all of these things. So native script init takes nothing according to this macro. So it creates a function and then it calls itself recursively. Okay. What the heck is Godot native script init empty? Does it create? Oh, it does. Wait, no, it doesn't. Wait, no, it does. Wait, no, it doesn't. What? Where does this come from? Godot native script init empty. Sure. Then it does all of this stuff. Godot native script init. Like, it looks like these work recursively. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting from this, is that it's calling this stuff recursively. I don't know. I'm a little confused, to be honest. Like, would this work? Can you do this? And then if I do, just say like this is not a thing anymore. So we don't need this part and we don't need this part. We just need to, if it's configured, it will just kind of run. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. It's one of the many mysteries of Rust to me still. Hotkey listener. Cargo build. Release, and we're using the default features. So I think that should be fine. I don't have a bin, right? Yeah, I don't have a bin, so that's fine. Cargo build, sorry. Alright, so this gave me a DLL so that I can go into this folder here. My Godot scratch folder. I think I already have this kind of configured. Let's target release, hotkey listener, hotkeys listening near you. Or I guess hotkeys looking for listeners near you would be the appropriate joke. Godot scratch. Alright, so then we'll just slap it into here. Oh, it's currently loaded. Alright, give me one sec. Do this, replace. Yeah. So this is what you have to do with Godot. This is a classic mistake I see a lot of people make, and then they never admit to it. Is that if you want, and if you're, especially if you're running on Windows, right? On Windows, you have to close the editor if you want the editor to unload the DLL. So if you're able to unload the DLL while the editor is still open, then you have not configured the DLL properly. But, you know, who am I to say what's correct or not? Yeah, I think I haven't changed anything. Like, this should still be fine. Oh, I changed this to take a variant array. That's okay. Let's see if this just explodes. It takes a variant array, then we do a little conversion. And then there's a process. Yeah, I don't know. No seg faults? I don't know, it might have worked. Hard to say. I think at the very least, well, I don't know. I have no idea, Did something change? Does hotkey listener not work how I think it's working now? Yeah, like this isn't even using anything here. Like, we should just hit it with an error print line, right? Why not? So if I do ASDF is valid, hit this with a really quick print. Yeah, I mean, it is valid, so it is running, which is kind of interesting. I don't really understand how that works, but yeah, I guess now this gets really really clean then. Look at this. And this also now allows me to create an example binary, or just even like a standalone tester binary. Okay, so the Godot thing, that's probably fine. Here, I'm a little less convinced. But I was also not receiving anything from standard error, I think. Right? Because usually when you print a standard error, Godot is able to catch it, but maybe not. Maybe it's only able to catch it if I run it from a separate console or something. So register hotkey. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Yeah. Then here, weren't able to, I don't know. Don't know. Hotkey listener that you may or may not have. Like, I'm pretty sure I actually can do something like this, where on error we can just panic and then it gives you, and then it just doesn't work, and then I can try this on, you know, my side, so on the Godot side, because if you panic in a library, Godot will just kind of invalidate that section of memory. I don't know. Why isn't this working? So match this thing, register hotkey. And also, how do crates do examples? Where is LiveSplit? Does LiveSplit have an example? Oh, they have benchmarks. I also don't know how benchmarks are configured. Are they just called like benchmarks? Yeah, bench. And then you could also have examples, which I guess are roughly equivalents. Yeah. Cargo examples. Yeah, give me the manifest format. We're learning. All right, so examples. We'll call it, I don't even know, ASDF, since that's what we're going to be listening for. All right, so there's your example, whatever. Okay. You can specify the crate type field to make an example be compiled by a library. Okay. Well, let's just call it like basic, I guess. So this doesn't exist, which means that this is going to start throwing an error. So then we'll just go. Basic, yeah. And then here, then we can just use hotkey listener. No external crate called use. Do I need to mod it? Or crate? Yeah, okay. How does this work? Or how do they do that in the benches? So, parsing. Or what's my library name? Package. I don't think you're allowed to do that. Yeah. Hold on. Is it because I need to define a library type or a library name? So, my name is like something like this, and then this should be valid. Yeah, okay. No? Is that not how you do it? Unresolved imports. How do you import things from other bits? This is not how you do it? Hold on, I'm gonna turn on a fan. I always feel really dumb when I do this. But I did something similar for my bot that I was rewriting. Where is it? Where is it? Sometimes you win. All right. There's a TOML. Oh, yeah, and then for there, I had to provide a library name, etc., etc., and then I could use it. But see, this is a whatever, right? And then public use. Like, this doesn't solve anything for me. Yeah, because the fact is it can't find it, which makes sense. Unresolved imports. Use of undeclared crate or module. But it is declared. I don't need to do this, by the way. I just need to make it a public module, right? And then it should just open, right? Well, we're figuring it out. So how did I do that? Yeah, you just need to declare it public, and then you can use it. But maybe this is not how things work in the basic whatever. Yeah, I don't need to do this. Right, because then it can't resolve it. Create module, no. Because that's only for things not local. Yeah, no, you can't do that. And I can't resolve it, I'm losing my mind. All right, cargo TOML. All right. Let me see. What other libraries have examples? I think input bot. GitHub input bot. Input bot, blah, blah, cargo toml. Oh, they don't have any examples. They have examples that aren't really connected to it. Okay. But you can't run them as examples. Doesn't Rust clap have examples? Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it only has benchmarks. I just need to see how they do it. Required features. No, I don't need any required features. Okay. So, okay. So then we go into source and examples. Source, we're going to look at the librs. Or should I be using a public use? But don't you have to mod it beforehand? Is that not how that works? Or no? Or are these like separate crates? Oh, those are separate crates. Okay. Right, so builder, I'm assuming, is just completely different? No? Oh, mod is for files that are right next to you, while use... Yeah, it doesn't make a difference, right? Maybe not. Hold on. Key listener. Key listener? Does that make a difference? No, right? Because then if we go to demo rs, use clap parser, whereas this one I can't even import anything, right? Key listener, and it can't resolve it. Right, so if I try to run it, it's gonna like throw an error. Because I'm pretty sure Rust Analyzer is more or less correct. Maybe I'm dumb. It shouldn't be doing any GD native stuff. Yeah, use of undeclared thing, which makes sense. I know what you're talking about. It's correct. I know it's correct. I just need to figure out what the heck this is doing. Like, I don't need to do this. I only need to make this module public. Unresolved import. So Rust example unresolved import for derivative. Or I guess well, we'll just call it unresolved import, right? Why not? Rust unresolved import. Importing from a local crate and a main RS file. I'm feeling very dumb. Isn't this the same thing? Aren't these the same thing? Like, they are explicitly exporting parser, right? No? Parser? Maybe not? Yeah. That makes sense to me. And then under cargo toml, I'm just looking at demo, and then yeah, just required features, whatever. I'm losing it. I'm losing it, dude. Use of undeclared. An import was unresolved. 2018 later, paths and use statements are relative to the current submodule or current module unless they begin with the name of the crate or a literal crate blah blah, in which case they start from the crate root. Okay. It's misspell. I didn't misspell anything. You don't need extern crates. You can just use it, yeah. Do I need to do crate like that? But then you can't. Yeah. Like that should be fine. Oh, what the heck? Public. I'm losing it, dude. Like, this is how you're supposed to do it, right? No? And then even if I expose it like this, pub use hotkey listener, right? Then I still cannot. Well, that doesn't resolve at all, but hotkey listener. It still cannot resolve it. And then you cannot do like literally anything because there's nothing in the current space, right? And you're you're not allowed to use mod like that. This is correct. Is this not correct? Ooh. And we can change the crate name, but you really shouldn't do that at all anyways. Just call it hotkey listener. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Cannot resolve it. It's not an extern crate. Alright. What do you think, Rust Analyzer? What do you think? What do you think? It's not self. Like, I know it's there. I know this is how you're supposed to do it because this is how I did it with this is how I did it for this is how I do it here. Yeah. Right. This is how I did this here. Right, that's what mylibrs looks like there. So then you just pub mod, blah, blah, and then I have different binaries. Or where the heck did I put the bots? Oh, I put it in bin. That's right. Yeah. Is it because it's not able to pull from the library? You know what? That might be it. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me though, but maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe that's it. Alright, well, get out of here, examples. We don't need you. Which means that this is now broken. Hello, Nero. Hello. How are you? I'm just losing my mind. I'm assuming that it's a problem because I'm doing this. So what I was just trying to do, I was banging my head against it. This is something I really dislike about any build system, is when they make it really difficult to import stuff. I'm assuming like I wasn't able to import stuff into the example because it was a C dilib instead of just it's just like a Rust library, which I'm assuming is linked slightly differently. I've seen this part before, or I've seen something like this before, I should say. Yeah. Gotta sneeze. Alright, so we have that. It's not really a real echo, but alright, because it's not a real echo, let's just rename. A key. Then here, bin. Path is equal to source bin a key. Something like that. And then I can run it from the command line. Alright, get out of here. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was doing wrong. Because I've done this before as well, which is why I'm always kind of baffled. I've done this kind of thing before, but not with a C dilib. So it must be like this part, but you need this part here if you want to be able to compile for GD native. Cargo run release bin a key. Yeah, so this should just run and then do nothing at all, and then we can use hotkey listener. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. Use of undeclared crates or module hotkey listener. What are you talking about? Okay, hold on. I'm losing it, dude. What the heck? Is this not how you do it? No, this is how you do it. Yeah. So it is the C dilib part. Okay. Can you have a conditional feature based off another thing? Yeah, so if it's a C dilib, it's not able to find it. But if you take out the C dilib part, then it works. That's annoying, which means that you would need to have subcrates if you want to be able to reuse the functionality. Okay. Well, that would have been nice to know about. Okay. Cargo manifest format. Cargo targets. That's fine. Binaries, library. Settings can be customized. Configuring a target. You have your work cut out tonight? Well, I mean, it's more or less good. I just would like to have a standalone test binary. Like, that would be really cool. I guess not. Alright, because if I could have like a standalone test binary, that would make it really easy to, you know, do stuff. to test this quickly, right? Because all I would need to do is run the test binary and then just see if the connections are working, right? Hold on. So, isn't it like you can conditionally enable things based off of features? Right? I think that's something that you can do. So if I do cargo toml, I don't know, featured enable feature of defend. Yeah. See configuration for settings. You can only specify one library. It's an overview of the toml settings for each target with each field described in detail below. And this is not applicable for library. Okay. What do you have for crate type? Crate type. Required features is, okay. Crate type, okay. C dialog, a dynamic system library will be produced. This is used when compiling a dynamic library to be loaded from another language. This output type will create SO files on Linux, dilibs on macOS, and DLLs on Windows. All right, that's not useful. Does this mention the gotchas? A dynamic library or an executable that is being dynamically linked is being produced, and the compiler will attempt to reconcile the available dependencies, either the rlib or dilib format, to create a final product. Hit. More than once, blah, blah, blah. That's somewhat tough. Okay. So I guess it's not possible then, huh? Yeah. Because if you do it as a C dynamic library, hold on. Can't I do, or cargo toml conditional fields? I don't know what to describe it as. OS dependencies. No, I know how to do this. But I would like to have this be like, if it's using the GD native feature, I want it to produce a library like this. Specifying dependencies. Or researching. Or can you do this? Can you do this? Hold on. No, hold on. Not target, it's where it's dependencies based off of features, basically. Sure. Dependency features. Sure. Feature resolver, blah blah. Dependencies, features, dependency. 60, blah, blah. Dependency features. Can you not do this for library then? Like, I know what I'm looking for. Or I know what I want. Rust, give me Rust clap. I know Rust clap. I'm not very good at it, but I've seen it. I've looked at it many times. Package metadata, no. It has features somewhere. Where are the features? Hmm. 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 Hold on, I need to look at other stuff first. So this file picker thing, I did add a thing here. So for a specific target, sure. But that's only... Can you do like features? I have no idea what the heck I'm doing here. Features, GD native. Or configure GD native. Library? Are you allowed to do that? I don't think that's valid, but it might be. I just gotta try it out. I just gotta try it out. And then I know cdilib. Yeah, I don't think that's a valid format, no. I would like to have something like this though. I would like to have something like that. So create type. Linkage. Rust cargo. Feature specific. Rust or cargo feature specific, sure, whatever. Target specific. Do you have any other things you can do? Target architecture. Or can you do, yeah, feature is equal to something like that? Okay, yeah. I didn't think so. Man, that is so tough, man. That is so tough. That means that the only way that you can test this is by... Yeah, what's your problem? It means that the only way that you can test this is... Or... Hold on. Cargo... lib... feature. Unstable features. Default features, no. Yeah, okay, whatever. Whatever. It means that this is going to be broken because it's a cdilib. And then you can't configure this based off of feature. Or maybe you can. Cargo, toml, configure lib based off of feature. Compilation, sure. Or configuration. Don't need alias. Profile, no. Target, no. Target, no. Patch, no. Oh, and this is also not really... It doesn't have all the things I would expect. Yeah. Credentials, alias, build, target, no. env, no. Build scripts, nope. Profiles, features, workspaces, no. And this wasn't useful at all anyways, because I need to be able to... Okay, fine. Get rid of this binary. We don't need it. It's very disappointing though. I think this might actually work if I put this into a build script and then just kind of like selectively replaced, maybe they did a little awk or said magic on the cargo toml before building it. That would be very weird though. Whatever. But then how do I figure out this stuff then? Because that's kind of tough. Because register hotkey, blah blah blah. It's doing a thing. What is it doing exactly? I'm not sure. But that does mean that I split this out into separate files for no reason. So that's annoying. Because there's no reason why you would ever need to set lib type based off of feature. Ability to set crate. Wait, hold on. Are you able to do this? Yeah. I would like to do this. Wait. Oh, you can specify more. That's right. That's right. You can specify more than one. Okay, I'm just dumb, I guess. Probably. A key RS. Right. Then right, something like that. And then use hotkey listener. That's all I needed to do? Okay, fine. Fine, sure. So does that mean it will generate two things at the same time? Hold on. So cargo build release, right? So this should just work, but then I can also hit this with a cargo run. It's not a bin, it's a example, right? Is the answer simpler than you thought? It was simpler than I thought. I didn't really think about it, but this is an array. So you could just add another crate type to it. But then I'm not really sure how that interacts with the rest of the library. So I don't know. Just hit me with an ASDF for now. Yeah? Okay. Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, I guess that works for me. I guess that works for me. Since it's an example, it shouldn't be run in release mode, by the way. But then how do I specify a feature then? Because I want to use no default. So cargo examples, features. Features examples, yes. No. No. How do I specify features for an example? There was only clap that had that. Okay, hold on. Where the heck is clap? Yeah, I thought it was easier than I thought, but now I'm still a little confused about this. Rust clap. So I know clap has some stuff here, but there's nothing in the documentation that I can find about how to specify Or how do I specify like no defaults? Or maybe I can do it like this. So like this. Right, and then when I just compile the cargo build release lib, can't you can pass a feature? Cargo build features. How do I specify features from the command line? Default features, or actually, if I do it like this, that's a default. Then default features equals false. Can I do that? Okay, cool. Yeah. That makes it easier, I guess. Then I only need to do this, right? Nothing needs to be recompiled. This is fine, which means that I can then do, what am I doing here? So here I'm doing some of this stuff. Let listener is equal to hotkey listener, hotkey listener, new. All right, we'll create one of these, and then we just need to hit it with a register hotkey. Call it a pressed toString, and keys we can do. It needs to be a slice of strings. How do you? Can't I just create an in-memory slice like this? So it's like probably do something like that. So what's your problem? Add a reference. Okay, that's right. And then your problem, cannot borrow listener as mutable. That's right. Okay, and then we need to unwrap this. Something like that. And then we'll just empty loop. Yeah, something like that. Right, register hotkey, and then wait. Hold on. If listener receiver is empty, continue. Otherwise, we can do match listener receiver receive. Quickly print line key. I'm assuming that these implement display. Otherwise, hit me with an error print. Pretty much the same thing. Yeah, and then just infinitely loop. Am I not allowed to do this? All right, that does not implement display, so that's fine. You can do key to string as string. That probably works. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Run me. Yeah. There you go. So it's working. That's cool. Oh, hit it with Control C. Okay, cool. It's not the most useful example, but at least it lets me know that this is working. So why isn't this working on the Godot side? So let's build the library again. Copy, target, release, hotkey listener DLL, and then Godot scratch hotkey listener. What did I call it? Hotkey listener DLL. I'll go here. Register hotkey. Oh, it's because I didn't register any hotkeys to it. That's why. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. So then AABB, nothing else, and then AABB, and I was clicking off screen. Okay, cool. It works. Nice. Okay, I thought I was going crazy, and it's mostly because I'm dumb. I might still be crazy, but it's almost certainly just because I'm dumb. Okay, so here, do you need to do it like so? So register hotkey. All right, so this is the tough part, right? Is that now that I've verified that this is working, I guess we don't need to expose hook. Everything else we can kind of expose. That's fine. Or actually, the callback sender we don't even need to. We don't even need to expose that. We really only need to expose the receiver and then the various configuration options. So I'm thinking. So if you register many hotkeys, so this places everything into the key to hotkey map, which might be a bit too complicated for my own good, because I'm struggling to remember how this worked before. Yeah, so it sends all of this stuff. Register hotkey. Maybe this should be something like pull. And then we can give it an external receiver, right? Otherwise, I would need to handle the hotkeys on my own side. But I think I would rather handle all hotkeys on the Rust side. Otherwise, there's not a lot of reason to have an entire hotkey map, right? Yeah. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So public function, like poll, basically. Doesn't return anything, and then we'll do basically what I was doing here with a key. Right, so self receiver is empty, and just don't do anything. Otherwise match. Okay, yeah, and then this needs to have a I see. So if I want a message to other applications, it needs to take in a receiver of its own, or a sender or a receiver. So we give a sender to the actual hotkey implementation. So live split hotkey gets its own receiver, or it gets its own sender, and then we need to have our own sender and receiver given to us. Yeah, that's weird, but it makes sense, I think. Right, so we listen for for messages from the actual hotkey listener, from LiveSplit hotkey. And then if we receive a message, then we send a message on our own receiver. Or no, if we receive a message and then it contains all the good stuff. Yeah, okay, I got it, yeah. Right, so basically, LiveSplit hotkey doesn't know about our specific mappings, right? So if you require like a specific hotkey to only trigger on, say, Control Alt T, right? LiveSplit hotkey does not listen for that, but I can listen for that, right? But LiveSplit hotkey only knows when like a key is pressed. That's all it knows about. So what I can do on my side, so we separate out this receiver and this sender. And so then we are given our own receiver and sender from an external struct, an external function. And so once we detect Control, Alt, and T are all pressed within a specific amount of time, then we send a message saying that this hotkey name has been triggered. Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. Yeah. Alright, so something here, an error. Alright, so this one's pretty easy. All it is just error print line, because there's nothing else for me to do, because I don't want to panic. This, or at least this shouldn't panic. That doesn't make any sense. But here, we can look inside the key to hotkey map, see if anything's there. So we can do for for mapping in self key to hotkey map, get key or else wait, if not self key to hotkey map contains key, this key, then we'll just return. Although that should never happen. It doesn't hurt to be careful, I guess. Otherwise, for from hotkey name in self key to hotkey map, get key unwrap. So that's some sort of string, and then for that, we need to then run through each hotkey map. Wait. Does that make sense? Does the mapping actually make sense there? Like, I know I'm not actually using this at this current point in time. No, this does make sense, right? Wait. No, that doesn't actually make sense, no. Wait, yes it does, because the name is repeated twice. Yeah, so all we're really looking for are the keys. We don't really care about the name. It's just a nice way to be able to know what the mapping is called if all we have is the mapping. So it's a bit wasteful as well, but whatever. So let mapping equal self hotkey. So this needs to be some sort of mutable thing. Hotkey name. Yeah, something like that. And then we can do this like so. Match. So if there is something, otherwise, just hit it with a continue, I guess. Yeah. And so now we have the key code. We have the key code, and then the keys in there. Yeah. Mapping has keys, which is a hash map of key code to Boolean. And I think that this actually needs to be a bit more robust as well, like possibly have a timestamp, I think. Yeah. You got it? Maybe? I don't know. I'm talking out loud. I'm rubber ducking the problem. And I think it makes sense to me. Maybe. Like, see, this is how we get the mappings. And then for each mapping inside of here, we could have like a key code data, something like that. Like key code data. So key is some sort of key code, right? Hold on. Hold on. Pressed Boolean, but then how do you unpress these then? Because that's the question after that. So I'll be taking this out. So it's not just a Boolean, and now it'll contain like last pressed time. Or maybe like a timestamp, and then we can have this be maybe a duration. No, it shouldn't be a duration. I guess those blurs totally make sense. Green, white, a little bit of red. Yeah, there's a little bit of red. It's not like a bad red though. It's I don't know. That's just what the syntax highlighting looks like. Let me think. How do I just get the current points in time? Or how do I get the ticks? How do I get ticks since a certain point in time? Rust get ticks since, sure, I don't know. Instant, maybe. Okay. I don't know why I made this distinction, by the way. I'm confusing myself. Yeah, I hope I'm describing my thought process well enough. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just say some absolutely bonkers stuff that doesn't really connect, which I get. It happens. Instant. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we take all of these out. So this is no longer a Boolean. This is now a key code data. So it's key code to key code data. Key code data contains a key. which is still the key code. It has pressed, which is a Boolean, whether or not it is pressed or not, and then a timestamp. Yes. Yes. And then I can implement them. Yes. Yes. Yes? No? Or maybe this might actually be better off as an enum. No, this doesn't need to be an it could be an enum, and then you can implement the enum, but I'm not going to do that. We'll just do it like this. Key code data. So it's a hash map of key codes to key code datas, and then we can derive default for all of them. Oh, but you can't have a default key code. That's right. There's no such thing. Which means that I cannot derive default for this either. Okay. And then this is wrong. All right. I'm making this very complicated for no reason. But we're doing it. Hey, key code data. So key needs to be... Oh, this needs to take a key code. So some sort of key code pressed, and then instant instance now, and then how do I just minus? How do I minus it? Because that's not actually correct. Or can I get like an instant from something? Partial compare, no. What am I thinking here? Measurement of a monotonically non-decreasing clock. Opaque and only useful with duration. Instants are always guaranteed, barring platform bugs, to be no less than any previously measured instant when created, and are often useful for tasks such as measuring benchmarks or timing how long an operation takes. Note that instants are not guaranteed to be steady. That's fine. Size of an instant struct may vary depending on the target operating system. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you can add them together as well, but that's fine. I really only need to know the elapsed time. Actually, you know what? Yeah, there we go. There we go. I think that'll work. Key code data new key code. Yeah, so I could give this a lifetime and then just have these share the same lifetime, but whatever. Whatever. Since we're already having like a reverse lookup thing anyways, you know, we're not really worrying too much about the memory usage. And even then, the memory usage is probably like minuscule. But something about this feels a bit dirty, right? The fact that we're cloning it. The fact that we have to clone it seems a bit weird. Okay. All right, so function press now doesn't do anything. But this will be a mutable self pressed is equal to true. And then timestamp self timestamp is equal to instant now. Oh, instant now, not new. So there's press now, and then we can do function is pressed, or was pressed, or is pressed, was pressed. Well, was pressed or is pressed. And you know what? I have no way of knowing if you are like holding down the keys either. I guess it's okay. I guess you're holding, I don't know, because that's based off the repeat duration, right? That's based off the repeat duration of your operating system, so that is configurable. That's kind of tough. I don't know. We can take like a minimum delay or something, right? So min elapsed time, which is some sort of duration, I guess. Returns a Boolean. And so if, or yeah, we just want to return self timestamp elapsed is less than the min elapsed time. Yeah, right? That makes sense. Right, because you always need to be able to compare against a variable amount of time as well. Because what if you want it to be like, I don't know. Like you need to have like some sort of reset time, right? Because if you hold down like shift, you don't want the hotkey. Well, especially because the hotkey thing isn't listening for key up, it's only listening for key down. And then if I wanted to listen for key down, that I would need to patch live split hotkey, which I don't want to do. Right, but if you hold down shift, or you accidentally like tap shift once and then it's like 5 seconds later, you are not currently pressing the shift key, unless you are. I don't know. Which is where your operating system's built-in key repeat comes in. Because I think on Windows it starts key repeating after half a second. Yeah, I think on Windows it starts key repeating after half a second. I don't know. Let's see. Let's start counting. 1, 2. Yeah, it's about half a second. Yeah. So, and then I know that live split hotkey. So if I do like A key, so let's just press A. Yeah, so it's using the same key repeat duration here. Yeah. So this min elapsed time, you can configure it instead. So if you want to be like, I want to only count it as being unpressed after like 1 second instead of after like half a second, you can configure that. That's the idea there. Key repeats are custom. I have mine set fast at 0.2. No. I have a really bad tendency of like resting my fingers on my keys. So like sometimes you'll see me do this. This happens a fair amount. Well, I'll just rest my finger. I'll rest the tips of my index fingers on the home row, and then I'll just start pressing keys. It's a bad habit. Yeah, but I think this makes sense. I think that makes sense. What I'm doing here. So press now. So let's press the true, and then the timestamp to now. Or actually, I don't even need pressed, right? I only need the timestamp. Yeah, wait, yeah. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, I only need the timestamp, that's right. Because otherwise I would need to update it like a lot. Yeah. Oh, that's not how you do it. Press is pressed. Yeah. Because if we're only determining if it's pressed or not based off timestamp, then I don't need to track it with a Boolean anyways. because I'm not updating these like synchronously. I'm just checking to see what the elapsed time is. That's right. That's right. So here we create a new key code data, blah blah, pull, get this. So if we have a mapping, and then that mapping contains a hash map of key code to key code data, and then for this mapping, then we can implement the mapping here. How the heck did I create a new mapping? Or am I just using default? I am just using default, that's fine. We can do a new as well. Why not? Something like that, and then keys, it's just hash map new. Yeah, something like that, right? And it's currently unused, but that's fine. We could implement default, or we could take out the default derive, but that's fine. Here we want to do what do I want to do here? I'm thinking. Well, we have default derive, so whatever. I guess we can have like a big is pressed here. So then we just need to read every single key in the mapping. So bool here, and then for key value in self keys. Wait, is enumerate a Python only thing? I always kind of forget. Keys into iter. Hold on. No, you can't. Well, I don't know. Is there enumerate? No. Enumerate. And I'm also pretty sure this is not how you do it in Rust. I know in Python you can leave out the parentheses, but maybe not this one. Enumerate, yeah. Enumerate is a Python only thing. What am I thinking? Right, because Python allows you to iterate over lists and it gives you an index. That's right. And then if you do it on a dictionary in Python, then it just enumerates over key value pairs. Yeah. No, wait, no. If you isn't it in Python, if you enumerate over a dictionary, it gives you index and key value pairs? I work in so many programming languages, I don't remember which things exist in which language now. All I remember is if it's a higher level language, it has dictionaries. If it's lower level, it uses hash maps. And then Lua uses tables, which are just hash maps. Depends if you call it. Well, yeah, if you call enumerate, because enumerate's a built-in function in Python, I think, right? Keys. Oh, hello knock. Hello. How are you? Nice duck. Ooh. I'm thinking. What's the equivalence of enumerate? Python's enumerate in Rust. Because I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do. Actually, no. No, this will do it. This will do exactly. Turns out I found it. Never mind. Disregard. All right. So what are we doing here then? So I need to. Actually, I don't even need to. Well, you know what? I don't even need to iterate. Actually, or I don't even need the key code. Yeah. Wait, no, I do need the key code because I need to check to see. Wait. No. Wait, yes, I do. Yes. So for everything in this, then we can do is pressed. And then we need to store a duration, or we need to have some sort of min elapsed time. We want self keys. If you want idiomatic, Rust has enumerate on iterators. Oh, can I do that? Enumerate? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, but this isn't what if I'm iterating on a dictionary, or not a dictionary, a hash map, it gives me key value pairs. And then if you enumerate on top of that, does it give you an index plus key value pairs? So it'd be a triplet? Something like that? Yeah, index key value. Oh, okay. It's so it's still a pair, but it puts it in a tuple. So it's a tuple of an index to a tuple of key value pairs. That makes sense. If not, false, and then set it with a true. Yeah. Yeah, so what I am working on, by the way, Knock, is a hotkey thingy. Guess what it does? It listens for hotkeys. So what I have so far is I'm using LiveSplit's hotkey library, since I think they have the best one. Yeah, so I need some way to trigger hotkeys from here, because as it turns out, triggering hotkeys is very difficult and very platform specific. But LiveSplit's is the most robust. But LiveSplit only listens for one key at a time. So if I want to have a chord of hotkeys, so you want to press like Control-Alt-T or something, then you need to listen for that yourself. And so that's what I'm implementing. You can kind of ignore the error and result stuff here. I don't really know what I was doing there. But the idea is that we have kind of a reverse lookup, right? So we have key to hotkey map and then just a hotkey map. So the key to hotkey map contains a map of key code to, I guess, hotkey names. So I'm differentiating between hotkey and key code. So a hotkey contains many key codes. But that's not really totally correct, but I don't know what else to call it. You know? But it's key code to names of all your hotkeys, and then your hotkey map contains the names of your hotkeys to the actual key codes, or to a mapping which contains all your key codes. Right? Because I only receive one key code at a time, if that makes sense. And then inside that, every mapping, you can ignore the name. I just like to store the name inside. So I know which hotkey it's associated with. Then each mapping contains key code to key code data. Key code is the key code key. So you can ignore this part. And then the timestamp that it was pressed. And then we just have press. If you can press it, it associates a new timestamp with it, and then you can check to see if it's pressed. And then I have it's pressed also implemented on the mapping, so then we'll loop through every single key code, every single mapping, or every single key that we're listening for. Check to see if the elapsed time is correct. If they are all pressed within the minimum elapsed time, then you can consider this hotkey is pressed. So that was a lot of jumps, and I've also confused myself, but I think it makes sense. Self key values. Oh, you can. Oh yeah, you can do that in Rust. That's right. Oh wait, why am I doing it? Well, yeah. See, self key values. And I guess then you don't need to iter. Wait. Key. Iterator visiting all values in arbitrary order. Okay, cool. That makes sense. That makes sense. Made sense? Okay, thank you, thank you. You don't need to iterate before, you can iterate over self keys. Before you can iterate. Yeah, okay. But I think this is better, right? Because an iterator constructs a new thingy. Or whatever, I don't know. What am I talking about again? Let's do this. All right, so pull. So instead of manually pulling here, or manually calling receive here in the Godot stuff, we can just implement pull here, and then when you pull here, it checks this thing. So for hotkey and mapping. Oh, hold on. No. Mapping. The values call is also returning an iterator, FY. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, okay, so that's why I can't call iter on it. Because you can't iter on an iter. Okay, hold on. Undo me. Comment me. So mapping is press. So I guess we'll do this. Do it twice. So press, and then this takes some sort of key, which is a key code. And then let's just assume that I'm going to be correct. Because I already check it here, right? Yeah, I verify that this will exist, so we'll just unwrap it directly. So get mute whatever this key is here, unwrap, and then we'll just press it. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So mapping keys, press the key code. Something like that? No, am I not allowed to do this? Press. Is this not a mapping? Oh, mapping keys. Sorry. My AI is a dumb arse. I suppose arse is also a curse. Are you making an art AI bot? The latest controversy across the internet superhighway. AI art. AI for your game? Could your AI for your game also create art? Does it dream of electric sheep? Alright, hold on. Do you want to see? I don't know. I need to keep this all on my head, so I'm gonna have to decline for now. But I appreciate the offer. Alright, Tetra Master Clone? No, I don't think you did. Tetra Master Clone? No, that is sorry, that does not ring a bell. I'm still missing something. Oh, I'm missing this. Okay, so here, so this doesn't need to be public anymore. But this is these are the callback, sender and receiver. So these are gonna break. No, he's not letting me distract you. Well, you can still tell me about the clone. Because I'm reading it asynchronously, as some may say. All right, so now this is broken, but that's fine. All right, but this changes anyways, right? Okay, get out of here. This part, we don't need this part anymore because I'm changing the API. Now it's going to be. Now you just call pull. So I need to give this a sender and receiver of its own. So this is the callback receiver and sender, or I guess sender and receiver if you want to be slightly more correct. Yeah, these don't actually need to be ordered, but I like it when they're ordered. Because these are the key code callbacks. that are super low level, and then I need to give. This also needs to hold on to a caller. So there's the callback and the caller. So the caller. Well, we don't need. You are the caller. This is the listener, sender, and then it doesn't need to have. Yeah, it doesn't need to have anything. Actually, it doesn't need to send any messages. It just needs to message. It just needs to indicate that something happened. That's right. That's right. So listener, sender is some sort of sender, blah. I'll give you this. Listener, sender. Oh, don't do that. Listener. I'm cloning the card game from... Oh, no, I feel like you told me that, yeah. That sounds familiar. A card game from Final Fantasy IX that I played once and then I got bored. Working over a very dumb AI. Why don't you just feed it into GPT-3 and see how it goes? Just do the deep learning to do the synergy. Easy. Alright, so we give you a listener sender. So now these two things are broken. And then here we can do let's or sender receiver is equal to bounded crossbeam channel 1. And this needs to have. Is this how you do it? Yeah, okay. Then we'll give you the sender and we hold on to the receiver, right? Yeah. Something like that. So then if receiver is empty, then just don't do anything. Otherwise, we'll do match r receive. Alright, and then it doesn't have anything, but that's fine. Actually, no, this needs to send me the hotkey. And the hotkey is just the name. Okay, hold on. I made a huge mistake. So that's a string, that's a string. This is a string. Wait, yes, that's a string. You're correct, you're slightly incorrect. String. Do the deep learning. Yeah, do the deep learning to do the gaming. Easy. Error. So you can have some sort of error. I have no idea what this would even be though. I'm not even sure how you would trigger this, but I'm eager to find out how. Alright, then this one is just prints. Just hit me with a print line. You think this will work? Alright, so A pressed. Did I even put a... Oh, this doesn't have a duration. That's right. Oh, and I'm not even polling anything either. So listener, poll. And then we check to see if we received anything. Because I think this is... I don't know, actually. So if I poll here, this checks its receiver, and then when it sends... If it sends... Yeah, so it checks on the callback receivers, right? On each key code receiver. And then if it receives anything, then it sends it back to the caller here. So is that synchronous or is that one frame off? I'm not even sure. I think it's possible. And here, if mapping is pressed, and then duration, I'm not sure. Duration from, please. Okay, from seconds. Give me, from From seconds, which is okay. From seconds f32. We'll call it 0.2, I guess. 0.2. That seems pretty good. We can do self listener sender send the hotkey name. Yes. There must be a better pattern for this, by the way. I feel like I've seen it a few times, but I never remember what the pattern looks like. All right. Error print line. Because I don't want to panic. Send hotkey name. Expected struct string. Okay, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess I could clone it. That's fine for now. And then after I figured this out, then we can start thinking about it. All right, so if it is pressed, use if let if you don't care about the OK value. Or if let. You know what? That's never occurred to me, but that makes a lot of sense. That if you can do if let OK, then you can also just do if let error. That makes sense. Wait. That makes sense. I was also reading something on the Rust subreddit. Oh no, he's a redditor. About how you can destructure inputs as a struct, which I thought was kind of cool. So instead of doing like you know, just like this takes a like a key code, you can actually destructure it if you have access to the body of it. So you can destructure params as structs if you know what the struct looks like, and then you can pull out the field of the struct. So kind of like destructuring a dictionary in Python, I guess, but not with the dictionary. Mean bindings are patterns? Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. I don't do that kind of nerd talk. All I know is that I type things to the computer, and the computer does things for me, and it's beautiful. I thought it was cool, though. You can destructure whenever you make a binding, useful for new types. You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. Another thing I didn't really consider. That's really what new types are useful for. Interesting. I don't really do Rust that much, if you couldn't tell. It's been a while since I was last professionally worked in Rust. All right, so if it is pressed, I feel like if it is pressed, then I should. No, actually, no. I don't think I will. There's no reason to update it. Right. What I was going to do, I was going to reset all the timestamps, but then I thought about it a little bit more, and I was like, wait a minute. That makes no sense. We just need to check to see if it's if the elapsed time is lower than the minimum elapsed time. That's right. Okay, yeah, this might make sense. Nope. Okay. Oh, it's because this is wrong? Hold on. Public function new. This function takes one argument where? Godot. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. You're really gonna make me do it. Congratulations. Okay. Or let wrapper inner equals some or function name wrapper inner wrapper. Yeah, since you're initialized into instant now, will all hotkeys immediately trigger? Well, they might. I have to think about that. What did I set this to? Well, nothing's triggering right now anyways, so. For now, it's not quite working. It was working before, but hold on. I assume you start pulling immediately after init. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Can't I can do a duration minus some value. Or how do I get an instant? Can I get the? I feel like I shouldn't just pass in 0, but I'm very tempted to just pass in 0 as the default. I don't think you can get an instant in the pass. Yeah, but if I'm just comparing it against a duration, right? Then that implies that there's some sort of 0 duration or 0 time that I'm able to compare against. Maybe not like an instance, but like another time value. Like I guess I need to check. All right, get out of there. Get out of here. Get out of here. What other time things do you have? Duration from millisecond. No. Slow function. No. Measure of the. I don't really know. Duration since. Checked. Saturating. Elapsed. Nope. I can do like a checked subtraction. Yeah, maybe. Probably not. I don't know. There must be a way to get or traits. So you can add, you can subtract, and then you can. I guess if you're able to add and subtract, that implies the ability to compare as well. Try from. No, this doesn't make any sense. Why would I do this? What am I doing? These are durations. Yeah, never mind. I feel like I'm losing my mind. But I need to figure this out first anyways. There's option, pun intended. Enjoy your ban. 24 hours. Permanently. Yeah, no, I don't want to use an option. I'm pretty sure that's not one. Oh, you know what I can do? Since you can do subtraction, can't I just do duration? Duration from seconds 10. Isn't that valid? Yeah, you can do this is kind of weird, but let's just add a note. More than a year? Oh baby. This is kind of weird. Yeah. I like this solution. So just get the instant now and then just subtract 10 from it. Or even just subtract 60 from it. I think that works. That's fine. Now I need to figure out why this isn't working. So register hotkey, that's probably working. I don't really want to attach a debugger, so I'm just going to add some print statements. Because I'm kind of a degenerate. Key. Is there toString implemented on it? No, I think there's only as string, right? No? Oh, sorry. Sorry. And then you can do something like this. No, you can't. Okay, my bad. Ignore this. Didn't know you could subtract from instance. Well, since you can add to instance and you can also add to instance. I know that. I saw that in one of the examples. I was like, okay, if you can do that, then you can also go in the opposite direction. You know? right, so let's try running this again. Okay, so it is working. At the very least, it's working because it's printing out the key here, which means that we just need to start moving this around. Prepare yourself. I was employed as a Rust developer for a little bit, by the way. Yeah, okay, cool. So then we'll just we'll just move it along because it's very, very quick. Oh, interesting. How close I read the docs. The docs are all, well, it's not even the docs. If the docs don't have examples, then I'm probably not reading them either. I rely extremely heavily on documentation. Oh, I see. I'm looking for the hotkey name, but I'm matching against the key code. Wait. Wait. Hold on. No. Wait. No. Yes. No. No, I'm using the reverse lookup. So the key to hotkey map, we get the key. That's right. Because the key to hotkey map is a key code to a vector of hotkey names. Yes. What's that? Let's add a bunch of prints all at once. I could. I'm kind of lazy though. I'm kind of lazy. If I see a print, I just want to know that it works. Okay, but hold on. So there's something wrong here. So when I'm getting the key, it's just not working. Like it's getting none for some reason. Get mutable. So hotkey map is not getting the A key, but it is listening for the A key. Is there print debug, by the way? Or there's debug. We have debug. That's right. All right. So register hotkey. So registering key. Where's your stretch redeem? I don't stretch. I probably should stretch a bit more. My foot is almost nearly healed after a month of not running, so I really should be stretching more. I start running again tomorrow. Thank you for reading me a hydrate. There you go. Drank 500 milliliters. Really helps wash down this bourbon I've been drinking. Alright, so registering key. And then... Wait a minute. No, okay. Registering... Map... Hotkey name... hold on. Wait, Wait a minute. I'm a dummy. I figured it out. I didn't insert the mapping anywhere. So, yeah, I created the mapping and then just proceeded to not use it. So hotkey map inserts. So this is name. I guess I need to clone it to mapping. Enjoy your mapping. More drunk coding. I'm gonna be honest, like every single stream I'm like drinking at least a little bit, unfortunately. And then key to hotkey map. Okay, yeah, so this should be fine, question mark. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I need this. I think this is working. I just forgot to actually store the results. And then the poll, this should be fine, I think. I don't know, send me. We'll just press A a few times. A pressed. Yeah, look at that. I think. That's the key. What did I do here? Yeah. Right, that's it. So I was saying that too many print lines kind of confuses me. Okay, cool, look at that. And then we can do A, B, to string. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I guess we'll just A, B, 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 A, B, A, B. He's done it! I figured it out. No problem. No problem. Okay. So then I just need to make this duration configurable. So then we will do I guess these don't need to be exposed either. You just need to expose all the functions inside. Yeah. So there's your hook. These are all the configurable things. So min elapsed time is some sort of duration. And then duration. We gotta think. I guess we'll default the duration to from seconds 0.2. That's the easiest way. No? No such field. No, that's right. Min elapsed time. There is a min elapsed time, and then I just need to make this. So yeah, we'll just expose a function for it, right? The easiest way. So self. There we go. So we're going full Java here. Set min elapsed time. So this takes an F32. New time. Self min elapsed time is equal to duration from seconds F32 new time. Beautiful. So this will give you an F32, not a duration. Although I guess that's fine. No, it's not fine. It's fine. Min elapsed time as seconds F32. Yeah, it's beautiful. And there we go. Properly encapsulated, as all things should be. Cool. So there's a key. I don't know. Let's just add more keys, I guess. So there's a pressed. So this should actually give me an error, but for now, let's do, I don't know, test. So there's A, B. What are the control keys called? Criddle? Right criddle? Right control? Is it called right control or right criddle? Or I heard someone call it criddle once, and then from that point onwards, I always just called control criddle. If I'm referring to the abbreviation, even though control does not say criddle, it's caterl, not criddle. There's A and then right control. So we're looking for A right control. Up. What's your problem? So we panicked. Bad key code name. That's probably fair. What key codes do we have? Key code. Key code. Oh, control right, not right control. Control right. Alright, give me control A. Oh, control A. It's possible this is not the right this is not the right control. Because I am using a special keyboard. Hold on, I need to check. Hotkey listener. Pull I don't know. Just hit me with a print line, I guess. Print line. Key as string. Run me again. I'm curious as to what this is giving me. Okay, so it's not even picking it up. Is it able to pick up space? What am I looking for? Or maybe alt. Give me alt. Wait, where's space? Is it just called space? It's just called space. What's space? Space. Okay, so I'm able to get space, but I'm not able to get right control. Interesting. How about control left? Oh, sorry. To string. Oh, you know what? I clearly do not know my directions. I was. It's not right control, it's left control. I don't have a right control on this keyboard. That's right. Alright, there we go. See, that works. Look at that. That's cool. Just ignore that the last like 5 minutes of me being very confused. It happens. Yeah, okay, look, it works. It's beautiful. So we can press A, we can press A like that, we can press AB. We can press Control A. But if we mash it, it doesn't really work. But we can mash it in the opposite direction as well. So look at that. I wonder if I press it really quickly, I think I can get. Yeah. Hold on. Wait. No. Yeah, okay. If I mash it really quickly, I can get a double press out of it because of how. Wait, no, that shouldn't be possible, right? Wait, no, it should be possible. Wait, no, it shouldn't be possible. Should PR the original library? I probably should. I probably should. I would need to clean it up a little bit though, because my current code is extremely messy. I think it makes sense though, I think. Hopefully. Hold on. Key code data. Yeah, you know like do you know what live split is? Or do you watch speedruns? I really only watch Summoning Salts, but an AGDQ and or SGDQ. So that's really my only exposure to speedruns, but as far as I understand, live split is the most popular one for timing. So that's pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool to get my name on that. So I gotta think about this. Why am I able to double press? Or why is it so hard to double press? Maybe I'm just dumb. So we can do listener set min elapsed time. Oh, just hit me with a 1. Hit me with a 1. So if I do like Control A, or no, if I do Control A and then just press, yeah, and then just match Control, or do like AB and then just mash B. Okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense, because it's the min elapsed time. Yeah, do it. All right. Well, okay. I need to. Let's see. It's this library here, right, that I'm looking at, live split core, and more specifically, I'm looking at live split hotkey. So they've already done a little bit, I think. So if I look at their implementations, it's a bit different because they take, maybe they don't. Well, there's something different about how they handle hotkeys here. Or actually, no. Wait, maybe yes? Hold on. Because I know that this version on master, the master branch, is different from the release version. Because they have specific support for modifiers, but I don't think that they allow... Yeah, they only allow for one key and one modifier. Yeah. And I think that they move that out of the core live split application, and so instead they're moving it into the library part of the application. You know? Yeah. Okay. So with my implementation, I have support for many types, I guess, or a hotkey of arbitrary length, I suppose. So this could be like control left to string. And actually, can't this be... I can make this even more generic, right? So register hotkey, I can do something like T is anything that implements... What was it called? Bring me back. From string. Wait, no. Maybe? Isn't that something you can do? From str. Can't you do that? No? Okay. Well. No? Expected reference. Yeah, no, that might be kind of tough. Or actually, no, then you can just do from. I really should, like, save state here before I keep changing stuff. Expected. Yeah? Wait. Is that not what from string does? Oh, that takes a string. Okay, that's not how this works. Okay, never mind. This is not what I want. Sure, you can. You just need to specify the type. Yeah, well, I'll think about it. I think before I PR it, I think I would. That's probably one of the big things I would want to clean up is just how I'm handling types. Because I kind of do the Python thing with types where I just make everything into a string and then hope it's good enough. You'll want to not clone someone. Yeah, less cloning, so you little better memory management or whatever. Probably not do this weird bounded thing here with the sender receiver. I'm not sure if the sender receiver thing is kind of weird or not. Also, probably get rid of these duplicates. I like having the duplicates because it's nice. I like being able to check. I'm not sure if the reverse lookup is strictly necessary either. Although I think it is a bit more efficient if you have many hotkeys. But it is like you are, I suppose in a way, unnecessarily duplicating the mapping. Yeah. Let me check this one last thing. So control AB, control AB, and then AB does nothing. Ooh. Did it crash? Is it frozen? Ooh. That doesn't seem good. Did it get... I wonder if it can just get stuck. I don't know. Let me run that again, just in case I was crazy. So AB. Ooh. Control A. What's going on here? So it works for a little bit. I'm not sure what's happening then. Does it get stuck in this loop? I don't think it does. Hmm. Is it because it's getting it's overflowing with messages? Maybe I shouldn't be putting a bound. Which library are you using again? I'm using, I can just link you to it. I'm using live split hotkey. So it's a subcrates, so it doesn't really have great documentation. The core live split core library has pretty good docs. Actually, like the documentation for this is really good. Or even like the code quality is also like pretty good. Like I was just looking through it and I was like, wow, look at this. That's actually pretty sick. Like everything is more or less like documented. That's amazing. It's like this is a really well written library, in my opinion. Look at that. All right. Anyways, I'm not a shill. Copium. So I think I should probably attach a debugger to find out why this is not working. So AB makes sense. Yeah, see, oh, yeah, see, now it breaks. That's interesting. Or maybe I'm dumb? Am I dumb? No. Yeah, see, it's when you start mixing them that they start getting messed up. But I'm not sure. All right, let's attach a debugger. Okay, how do you attach a debugger again? Rust, attach debugger. Step-by-step interactive. Install VS Code. I have VS Code. Rust Analyzer. All right. Setup. I've done this before, I swear. Oh, okay, that's all you need? Okay, well... I guess? So then I just need to execute from here then, right? So... Okay, hold on. LLDB. It said it should have installed it for me. Is that true? Maybe not. They just added modifiers for hotkeys. Yeah. Well, see, the difference between my implementation and their implementation is that I can have more than one key code and more than one modifier as well associated to a hotkey. That's the difference. So they're still stuck on just one modifier and one key. So I guess my my implementation is a bit more robust, but for what they're using it for, it makes sense, right? Because all they need to do is, you know, they need to split their times and reset times. And that's pretty much it, right? Or those are the most important ones. I don't remember what the other things are. All right, I'm not sure what happened to code LLDB. Probably not gonna find anything, huh? Oh, this is not it. Code LLDB. Native debugger powered by LLDB. Debug C++, Rust, and other compile languages. So does this automatically do it for me? VS Code. Oh, I need to install this. Okay, so we install this, disable it, and then enable it for the workspace. And then it's probably like polling here. That's what I'm assuming is causing the problem. Cannot start debugging because no launch configuration. All right, how do I configure this? Pages. Debugger. So the impl, they should support multiple modifiers. Still interesting, that reminds me of auto hotkey. Do you need this for vpuppr? I do need it for vpuppr. Because the big thing is that I now have blend shape support. So you can do stuff like this. Oh, did I mention that I have nightly releases? Finally got that configured. Ignore the failing build. Nightly artifacts are working. When did this run, actually? Oh, it ran 1 hour ago. Look at that. I guess it's on... Wait, GMT is minus... No, wait. Eastern time is +6. -6, +6. So why did it run 3 hours ago? That's weird. But anyways, I got this working. So now that nightly releases are out, and I have my entire kind of deployment pipeline all kind of figured out, now I can go back to this and this. So we'll load in some sort of model. Presets. So perfect sync models have special blend shapes. It takes a little bit. So you can... The idea is that you would want to be able to toggle things like this. Like fun. Like that's not fun. Oh, these are eyes. Okay. Joy. Like this. Because right now there's no way to toggle that without, you know, manually kind of dragging this like that. You know what I'm saying? Or without manually going to the UI and turning it on and off. So you need hotkey support. But hotkey support is difficult to do because no one provides hotkey support because hotkeys are just keyloggers. So it's tough. It's tough. I think I got it figured out though. Anyways, check this out. So yeah, if we have all of these, then you can be happy. Do need to open the eyes. Hold on. It's been a little bit since I've looked at this. The filter doesn't actually work either. Eye closed? Eye closed? Why are the eyes weird? Oh, it's because it's using the other eyes. So perfect sync uses... Wait, no. Eh? I need to think about that, but... Anyways, kill that. It is needed for vpuppr, so I can trigger blend shapes, blah blah. And then because I'm not using Unity, I have to write everything myself, but you know, it's a learning experience. Here, I've got to think. Executable file. What does this mean? LLDB. Or does this only work on Linux? Set up. First extension activation and upgrades. Code LLDB will automatically download its platform-specific native libraries. As of 1.6, no further setup should be needed. I don't know. Hit me with a reload. And then hit me with a run. Start debugging. Unable to find executable for... Oh, do you want me to, like, do this? So, workspace... Hold on. What was the path? Hotkey listener, Rust, target, Is it called A key? Is that what it's called? Target release A key. Yeah. Target release A key.exe. Yeah, I suppose this is kind of like auto hotkey. Yeah. Just accidentally re-implemented auto hotkey. Oh. Alright, run me. Process exited with 0. It is a terminal application. Run me. Run me. I don't really know. I don't really know. How am I supposed to do this? Your launch should look like this. Target debug. Oh, should I not have exe? No. Source languages. Debug. I want to keep the. Blog post about Rust and VS Code on Windows. LDB. Sure. Install the. Oh, I need to have a different toolchain, but then how am I supposed to? Wait, which toolchain am I using? I've never really thought about that. Active toolchain. Oh, I'm using MSVC. Okay. So, is it Rust up? I forget. Rust up. I don't remember how to do it. Show the, yeah. Toolchain, help. Rust up, toolchain, or rust up defaults. Okay, so rust up, show rust up defaults. Wait. Rust up, install, stable, new. Yeah, okay. I have the Linux new one. GNU installed for whatever reason. That's fine. We'll install this one. I think this looks fine. Rust up show. Rust up defaults. Install tool chains. Alright. Not sure if this is gonna work again. Alright, so it does have to recompile, that's fine. Take your time. You can figure it out. This is running the... Actually, why is this compiling the GD native stuff? If it's just running the example? Because I have the example set to not use any default features, but maybe it just doesn't care. All right. We made it past the compilation part. Okay. So then we can do Control A. Yeah, okay. So I kill this. Edit launch.json. Release. And I guess it's just binary name. Debug, no args, workspace folder. Current working directory. Do I need to set my current working directory? Is that optional? Are we there? Are we there? Or are we running? I don't think we're running. Start debugging? No, we're not. Rust. Target. Release. Oh, it's not release. We're in debug mode. Debugged. That's right. Run me. Rest of the little gun hub about compiling all dependencies I found. Yeah. It's fine though. We can figure it out. We can figure it out. Do I need to just compile this once? Why can't I run this? So this is under debug. Oh, there's nothing here. No, it is under real. Yeah. Cargo. Well, this is not a bin. This is the example, right? Cargo. Build. Wait, hold on. Yeah, cargo, build example a key. Yeah, no. And then examples are put into debug? Or no? No, it's not. Oh, no, it's under examples. Ah, that's right. Examples. I'm an idiot. Who would have thought the examples are put into the example folder? All right, run me. It's beautiful. Okay. I am not sure what I'm going to do from here, though. All right, so how do I debug this, since this needs to be done in real time? Okay, sure. Probably want to get rid of this breakpoint, I guess. Oh god. Is my stream lagging? Am I dropping frames? Hold on. Oh god. It's so slow. Am I lagging? Now that I've noticed? Okay. My entire computer was like really slow for like a few seconds there. Alright. I've done it. Okay, so now what? Okay, so we're not hitting a breakpoint, which means that we're probably inside here somewhere. Probably here? No? Probably here? No? Probably here? Probably, maybe here. Definitely here. Almost certainly here. How about here? What do you think? Where are we? Am I not allowed to have any more breakpoints? I don't know. Because I can't find anything here. Are we still matching? Are we just stuck in continue? Where am I? I'm only calling poll. Like, clearly this is working before, right? Where else could I be? just add a bunch of breakpoints. One day I'll find it. Where am I? What happened? Am I outside the loop? I don't know. I have no idea. Send me again. Kill me. Send me back. Actually, is there a way to I want to toggle off all my breakpoints, but then I want to turn them back on. Yeah. There we go. Run me. So, A. Okay. Control A. Okay. Toggle me. I have no idea where we're getting stuck. Actually, is it here? No. Is it here? Is it here? What happens? What happens to my my input? All right. Kill the debugger. Run the debugger. Nope, that's not it. Control 5. Or no. F5, which is on my keyboard. It's function 5. So we're here. Yeah. Yeah. So we can get rid of this. I know that. Just run me. And then I do Control A. You run into here. Yeah. This is actually pretty sick. Look at that. This is not the debugger I'm used to using though. Isn't there another debugger that's out there? Doesn't or is this the same debugger and it just happens to come with Sea Lion or whatever it's called? Okay, cool. I think this is okay. Maybe I'll just hold on. Well, I wasn't getting any error prints, so I don't think that that's a factor. Also, nothing is printing to the console. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. Exception. I don't know how to read this though. What is retq? What is retq? I'm assuming that's just x80. Oh my god, my computer is so slow again. retq. Yeah, x86-64. Return question. Is my stream lagging now? Alright. retq. You can't, you might not see this, but to me, it's like I'm typing in slow motion. So the retq instruction pops the return address from the stack into the destination RIP, which is a very apt name, thus resuming at the saved return address. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but I guess I kind of like silently segfaults. Is that what's happening? Is that I'm silently segfaulting? I guess that makes sense. What's int 3? Oh my god, it's so slow. Oh, there's no int 3. All right, what's int 3 x86 64? Does it make sense? I'm not sure. I have no idea what I'm looking for. Call to interrupt. What's int 3 instruction? Int 3 is an x86 instruction. Sure. What do you got? Ah, oh, jeez. It's a breakpoint. And then this is nop, no op. I need to take off. Thanks for hanging out, Knock. I also need to take off pretty soon. But I feel like I'm pretty close. There's something that I'm doing wrong here. Yeah, take it easy, Knock. Int and instruction generates a call to the interrupt or exception handler specified with the destination operand. Destination operand specifies a vector from 0 to 255, encoded in 8-bit unsigned intermediate value. Each vector provides an index to a gate descriptor in the IDT. First 32 vectors are reserved by Intel for system use. Some of these vectors are used for internally generated exceptions. It's a general mnemonic for executing a separate generated call to an interrupt handler. The int2 instruction is a special mnemonic for calling exception. For overflow exception, exception 4. Oh, that's good. I'm exception 3. So this is just a breakpoint trap, though. Wait, is this just like a debugger? It's just a debugger exception, which is completely irrelevant. I don't really know what this is. I don't know how to read this. I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is the C3 register, and then these are... Well, no, it's not as... Are these registers, or is this just hex? What is nopl? Like, NOP is no op. But what's nopl? With an L? Nopl x86. What do you got? What is no op? Yeah, 1 byte do nothing. What's nopl, though? Equivalent do nothing, so take up word and... Okay, so it's just a bigger no op. I don't really know what this means, though. I also don't have an answer for why this is working like it does. So if I just, what if I just recompile the library then? So cargo build release library. I feel like I'm so close. I'm so close. I can feel it. Oh, the Godot one's not going to compile at all because there's nothing there. Okay, well, that's disappointing. Move, add, return from currently executing function. Resume caller. Return queue. Yeah, I don't know. So the thing that I got hung up on here was there was some sort of return value from some function that then failed. But then what exactly failed, I have no idea. Because everything else was just a breakpoint trap. And you might be wondering, what's a breakpoint trap? And I gotta tell you, it's probably one of these. It's because these are all breakpoint traps, I think. Or these all generate breakpoint trap instructions. Cargo run example a key. Yeah, see? Okay. It's when this happens. I can do the individual bits as much as I want. But when you like I wonder if I take out this one, because I think it's because there's a it's because of this. It's because occasionally I'll hit the same hotkey multiple times and then it just gets stuck in a lock somewhere. I think that makes sense to me. So we do Control A, Control B. Yeah, you see that? Okay. It's when I mix the two keys that it starts getting confused. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's when I press both of them at the same time. So is it because it's trying to send twice and then it just gets caught in an infinite loop? I'm not sure. I gotta think about it. I think there's clearly a reason why. Because I can reproduce it. I know what causes it. It's when I mix like the two hotkeys. And something that's kind of standing out to me is that or I think something that's kind of weird to me, I should say, is that the sender that I'm using is bounded, right? It has a cap of 1. So I'm wondering if it's blocking. I wonder if it's blocking here. And then because the callback is like a really super low level OS call, it just kind of gets stuck. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, something like that, right? I don't know. That's the working theory, is that when I press keys that exist in two hotkeys at the same time, right? It tries to send two messages at the same time on the same sender, but because the sender only has a cap of, well, I guess I can check. You just increase the cap and see what happens. I guess that's the easiest way to check. Nope, that's not it. Okay, well. Next theory. I have no idea. That's tough. I don't know. I don't know. There must be a good answer. Or maybe I can use like an unbounded receiver. It's not the U size, I know that. Now, or at least now I know that. echo VS code to git ignore. Where am I? Alright, so we'll just add all this. If you want to look at it, it'll all be available online under the branch. Refactor use live split hotkey. At least I think this is pushed. Mostly implemented. Still a bug when pressing two hotkeys at the same time. Push me. Yeah. So this is available on GitHub. Get me out of here. Could be kind of cool. Could be kind of cool. It's basically like an auto hotkey, I guess. And that could also be fun to create. Basically a cross. Ah, you know what? That is. It's pretty much like a cross-platform auto hotkey, I guess. That's essentially what it is. Except that it's missing all the fun bits of auto hotkey, like the scripts and stuff. Because auto hotkey, I think, is Turing complete. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll be live Tuesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time, working on this again. I feel like I'm getting really close. It mostly works. There's just the one bug with pressing two hotkeys at the same time that I'm not really sure what's going on there. But yeah. Check out the GitHub stuff, etc., etc. There's a Discord somewhere. I don't know. Is my bot still working? Bot is still alive, confirmed. Look at that. But yeah, see you later.